Well, you peeps really thought that the modern version of Family Guy would be just as bad as you thought it was when you first time see a few episodes of it. But this is an episode from season 23 that stooped this very fucking low. Yeah, the chicken or the Meg. Yeah, and this episode depicts Meg Griffin dating a chicken and she met on a reality dating show, Sex Farm, and moves out when Peter disapproves of their relationship. And wow, how fucked up can this get? Well, it's about to get much worse, so let's get on to it. Episodes from Hell, Family Guy, the Chicken, or the Meg. Alright, so this is a 5th episode of that 23rd season. So how do I begin? Okay, it says here, according to Family Guy fandom, yeah, I'm mixing up with other pages, when Meg sees an ad for a newly dating show, Sex Farm, she decides to sign up in hopes of finding her significant other. She initially has no luck until she meets a guy in a chicken suit, and though ultimately, the two are the first couple to be eliminated. Despite their chemistry, Meg's partner soon reveals that he actually is a chicken, going by the name of Nugget, and is the son of Ernie the chicken. Well, holy shit. So Meg's partner is an actual chicken named Nugget, and it's the son of Ernie the chicken, one of Peter Griffin's most arch nemesis. Well, goddamn. Alright. Despite apprehension regarding what their respective fathers would say, the two decide to date in secret until Peter catches Nugget sneaking into Meg's room. What? Okay, so looks like Peter has exposed that fucking truth between Meg and Nugget, whom is angered by the news. So, after he gives her an ultimatum, Meg decides to move out of the house and live with Nugget and his family. All because that Peter refused to tolerate Nugget's presence even after witnessing his Karen side at dinner, prompting Meg to move in, doing just that. So what the fuck is wrong with Peter being an overprotective father? Being an overprotective person is not a good thing. It destroys other people's mental healths. Okay, despite initially brushing it off, Peter quickly becomes despondent after realizing how much he misses his daughter, especially after seeing how well she gets along with Nugget's family. Well, goddamn. Yeah, especially that Peter fails to get Meg back by trading Brittany Griner for Meg. Yeah, both families see each other at the bowling alley later, and Ernie mocks Peter, which makes Meg feel bad for him. Well, two wrongs don't make a wrong, don't you think? Okay, and looks like Meg couldn't help seeing Peter's other side, which she feels bad for him, and confessed to Ernie that she still loves her father, despite also loving Nugget. And what's the result? Ernie the chicken ordered Meg to leave if she doesn't renounce Peter. Oh, come on, that's just making the situation even worse. Meg states that two are just like each other, breaking up with Nugget and decapitating Ernie before returning home. Well, I'm speechless. I'm almost speechless of what I'm saying. So, what does Meg do? She responds by beating up Ernie, decapitating her. Yeah, that fucking chicken choking the psychopath. And heading back home. Dude, what the fuck? That's just... wow. In the end, everyone is glad to have Meg back. She reveals that Nugget is also gay, as evidenced by the abundance of small chickens in his text. Stewie then surprisingly quotes, "Nugget, Nugget." Oh shit. Nugget is gay? Well, how could... But I don't have any problems with gay people, but yeah, it is okay to be gay, but that situation doesn't help much. Okay, so according to IMDb, the factual errors said, a bit past the halfway mark, when Peter finds out about Nugget, He says it feels like he's lost his daughter, which means he has 2 sons, but whether Meg is his daughter has absolutely no effect on how many sons he has. As a point of fact, it is 2, and always has been in the show. In the cutaway, a sergeant notifies Peter of the death of his 2 sons. This is incorrect. The U.S. military follows strict protocol for notifying a service member's next of kin about their death, serious injury, or missing status. Requirements are trained personnel. Casualty notification order is specifically trained for this duty and delivers the news in person. The CNO is typically a field-grade officer. Field-grade officer, major or above, and must be of equal or higher rank than the deceased. Notification team. The CNO is almost always accompanied by another trained person, such as a chaplain, to provide support to the family. This has been the case since the Vietnam War. Of course, since the reference is to a scene from, say, Saving Private Ryan, which takes during World War II, there may be some excusable leeway on this point. But there is no excuse of this episode being fucked up as a whole. This episode has been rated a 6.2 out of 10, and reviews, well, I'm just gonna say 2 of them. And it says, according to AW-01040, it says, "Stick a fork in it. This show is cooked. I haven't watched Family Guy in some time, and I decided to give this new season a try. As soon as Tom Tucker promoted a show called Sex Farm, I immediately moved on to something else. The quality of the show has gone off a cliff. I remember when Family Guy was witty and funny. Now it's become everything the critics said it was. Unfunny, unoriginal, and just plain cringeworthy. It's like the writers and producers don't care anymore and are only keeping the show's lights on from a check from Fox. I really hope this show gets canceled after this season, as these episodes are only doing damage to its one great name." And here's another one from Rob H951. Well, I'm not showing you the evidence, but I am saying it. The Rant House and Salute House shows are just like a podcast feel, so you might as well just consider that as such, because I'm a lazy son of a bitch after all. Okay, the comment from Rob H951 on IMDb said, "Just awful. Family Guy continues its death spiral. The jokes are so elementary. It seems like a 12-year-old is writing episodes now. Stewie lays into Meg, and it starts off like you're about to laugh, but as he continues, he sounds more like a jerk than a ballbuster. The lowbrow masturbation for Peter was not only dry, pun intended, it was so predictable. Meg's fart joke was more of a commentary of her recent flatulence than something to laugh about." Wow. That episode is like cancel culture shit. So bar none, this episode is the worst one I've ever heard, and I'm sure as hell. I don't know whether or not that I would see it myself, but either way, I consider that episode the worst one because of Meg's psychopathic actions against that fucking chicken, Ernie. So in conclusion, my fellow peeps, this episode, the chicken or the Meg, is a complete fuck up and a huge ass letdown right from the beginning of this episode. Yeah, right from the start. I know that Ernie and Peter had beef with each other in the past, but is it worth seeing Ernie dying headless on account of Meg Griffin? Absolutely the hell not.
Ah, you stupid
If you peeps are binging episodes of Family Guy and have decided to watch that episode, well, you might as well just enter at your own risk. So after you're done with that, I bet you don't want to watch this episode again.